All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is from the Daily Caller, and it's titled "The Laptop from Hell Was Real." Now, if you were following along to the 2020 election, you heard some about Hunter Biden's laptop. You may have seen what was in the laptop. I've seen some things I don't even want to mention. Let's just say I feel like I know Hunter Biden very well at this point, just off of the things I saw on that laptop. But the media tried to cover it up back then, but now you see him going full, 180 on the other side, saying that it's real after 2 years. So we're about to get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe before I roll it. Now let's get into it.
Hunter Biden, the president's son, will be a target for investigations, and that means data from a laptop purported to belong to Biden could be crucial to the investigatory process. CBS News has obtained its data not through a third party or political operative, but directly from the source. And we commissioned an independent forensic review to determine its authenticity.
The laptop data we had analyzed showed no evidence it was faked or tampered with.
Those emails we just talked about are connected to an ongoing Russian disinformation effort. For all we know, these emails are made up. We do know that this is a classic example of the right-wing media machine.
Recently published emails are tied to an ongoing Russian disinformation effort.
Recently published emails that purport to detail the business dealings of Joe Biden's son are actually part of an ongoing Russian disinformation campaign.
Hunter Biden, this laptop that intelligence officials have warned is likely Russian disinformation.
It's broadly known and widely known, Peter, that there was a broad range of Russian disinformation.
Hidden deep inside that article was an admission. Quote, "Those emails were obtained by the New York Times from a cache of files that appears to have come from a laptop abandoned."
You see how the truth always comes out, and they tell you don't listen to conspiracy theorists. Oh, they're just right-wing extremists, blah, blah, blah. But then as the story unfolds, it's crazy how the conspiracy ends up being the truth. When this came out, what was it? The Washington Post tried to release a story on the Hunter Biden laptop, and they got kicked off of Twitter. You couldn't say anything about this on any social media sites. They protected Hunter and Joe Biden so much, and this information could have been used had they done the research and admitted that it was real back then. The whole election could have changed. Knowing the contents of that laptop, knowing them to be verifiably true, had that would have been exposed back then, the whole election, everything could have been a lot different. But they covered it up just to get Joe Biden in the seat. Now at this point, it doesn't matter that it doesn't matter if it's real or fake, because Joe Biden's already in the seat.
A laptop abandoned by Mr. Biden in a Delaware repair shop. The email and others in the cache were authenticated by people familiar with them and with the investigation.
How does this feel to have the New York Times admit that you were right all along?
Well, it's kind of delicious to see them sort of squirming around trying to admit the obvious. But, if you're a reader of the New York Post or a viewer of Fox News, you knew this 16 months ago. You didn't need the great New York Times to tell you that it was true and that they'd authenticated the emails. We already did that. Unfortunately, the New York Times readers have been kept in the dark. And that was for deliberate reasons. It was because they wanted Donald Trump to lose the 2020 election. So all journalistic ethics and standards went out the window. And it doesn't matter how you try and dress it up now.
Anyone that reported on the laptop or its contents was spreading disinformation, and they were censored in America, not Russia. Think about that. They even kicked the Post off Twitter, the country's oldest newspaper. Even Hunter grabbed a mop and helped with the cleanup job.
Was that your laptop?
For real, I don't know.
I know, but you know that.
I really don't know.
Okay.
The answer is.
You don't know yes or no if the laptop
I don't have
was
any
yours.
idea.
I never seen this. I never saw his exclusive with CBS one-on-one. I never seen this.
No idea.
So could have been yours.
Of course, certainly. There could be a laptop out there that was stolen from me. There could be that I was hacked. It could be that it was Russian intelligence.
The computer repair shop owner who turned in Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop to the FBI now says he's on the verge of bankruptcy. John Paul MacIsaac claiming it comes after months of liberal intimidation campaign against him, telling the New York Post, quote, "I have been punished for my actions to set an example for anyone else that might try to blow the wrong whistle."
Yeah, look, it's incredibly unfair, Rachel. This is a man who really is an American hero. He, to this day, has not got his business back. He had to leave his home in Delaware and go to another state. He's been
Oh, Miranda Devine, The Laptop from Hell. So she wrote a book about this. That's why they titled it The Laptop from Hell Was Real. Okay, got it.
Targeted by death threats and harassment by the IRS and various other agencies.
And he exits the stage. Of course, you know, and see, what bothers so many people about this was the fact that you couldn't even have an opinion about it. You know, like this, when this happened, a lot of that definitely just, that's one of those events that lost a lot of people's just trust in the system here. You couldn't even have an opinion about it. Wipe the whole story from the internet. The only place you could find the Hunter Biden laptop back then, after they swiped it, was maybe 4chan, you know, on some type of forum sites. It was hard to access, but if you knew where to look, you could find it. But now it's the truth is out. The truth is out, you know. And if CBS and CNN, had they been honest about it, and at the very least not dismiss it to be Russian disinformation, maybe people would still have some sort of faith in their news station. But no, nobody does, because you lied to us all. You know, CBS even allowed Hunter Biden to get one-on-one interviewed and just let him lie. They just let him lie back in 2021. We saw it right there. But don't worry, I'll leave this video in the description below. Don't forget to tell me what you want to see in the videos coming up. Till next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You guys, I'm out of here. Peace.